We live in a world that often celebrates natural talent. From child prodigies to overnight success stories, society tends to glorify those who appear to achieve greatness effortlessly. However, if we look beyond the surface of these narratives, we find a different truth, one that reveals persistence and resilience as the true drivers of lasting success. Talent may open doors, but it is grit that keeps them open. The idea that persistence outweighs talent is not just motivational rhetoric. It is backed by research and countless real-world examples. Psychologist Angela Duckworth, in her groundbreaking work on grit, defines it as the combination of passion and perseverance toward long-term goals. Her studies have shown that grit is a better predictor of success than IQ or natural ability in various fields, from education to military training to business. This challenges the common assumption that talent alone determines achievement and highlights the critical role of sustained effort over time. Consider the stories of some of the most accomplished individuals in history. Thomas Edison, often hailed as one of the greatest inventors, famously said, "Genius is 1% inspiration and 99% perspiration." His journey to inventing the light bulb was not a stroke of luck, but the result of relentless experimentation and thousands of failed attempts. Similarly, Michael Jordan, widely regarded as the greatest basketball player of all time, was cut from his high school team. Instead of giving up, he used that rejection as fuel to work harder, eventually becoming a 6-time NBA champion. These examples illustrate that setbacks and failures are not roadblocks, but stepping stones for those who refuse to quit. One of the most compelling arguments for the power of persistence comes from the concept of the 10,000-hour rule, popularized by Malcolm Gladwell in his book, Outliers. The rule suggests that achieving mastery in any field requires approximately 10,000 hours of deliberate practice. While the exact number has been debated, the underlying principle remains valid. Greatness is not innate, but cultivated through consistent, focused effort. Deliberate practice involves more than just repeating tasks. It requires pushing beyond comfort zones, seeking feedback, and refining skills continuously. This is why even the most naturally gifted individuals must put in the work to stay at the top of their fields. The relationship between persistence and success becomes even clearer when we examine the role of resilience, the ability to bounce back from adversity. Resilience is what allows people to keep going when faced with obstacles, criticism, or failure. It is the difference between those who crumble under pressure and those who emerge stronger. J.K. Rowling, the author of the Harry Potter series, faced numerous rejections before finding a publisher. At one point, she was a single mother living on welfare, yet she persisted in pursuing her dream. Today, her books have sold over 500 million copies worldwide. Her story is a testament to the fact that resilience transforms challenges into opportunities. So, how can we cultivate persistence and resilience in our own lives? The first step is adopting a growth mindset, a concept developed by psychologist Carol Dweck. A growth mindset is the belief that abilities can be developed through dedication and hard work. People with this mindset view challenges as opportunities to learn rather than threats to their intelligence or talent. They understand that effort is the path to mastery and that failure is not a reflection of their worth, but a natural part of the learning process. This perspective empowers individuals to persist even when progress seems slow. Another key strategy is setting process-oriented goals rather than focusing solely on outcomes. While it is important to have a vision of what we want to achieve, fixating on the end result can be discouraging, especially when progress is incremental. Instead, breaking goals into smaller, manageable steps allows us to celebrate small wins along the way. For example, an aspiring writer might set a goal to write 500 words a day rather than obsessing over completing an entire novel. This approach makes the journey less overwhelming and more sustainable. Embracing discomfort is also essential for building persistence. Growth rarely happens within the confines of comfort zones. Seth Godin, in his book The Dip, argues that every meaningful pursuit has a difficult phase where most people give up. Those who push through this dip gain a significant advantage over those who quit. Learning to tolerate discomfort, whether it's the frustration of learning a new skill or the fear of taking risks, strengthens resilience and prepares us for bigger challenges ahead. Surrounding ourselves with the right people can also make a difference. Mentors, peers, and role models who embody persistence can provide encouragement and accountability. Their stories remind us that success is not about avoiding failure, but about rising each time we fall. Additionally, being part of a community that values growth and effort fosters a culture where persistence is celebrated over perfection. History is filled with examples of individuals who achieved extraordinary things, not because they were the most talented, but because they were the most persistent. Colonel Sanders was 65 years old when he began franchising Kentucky Fried Chicken, and he faced over 1,000 rejections before finding success. Oprah Winfrey was fired from her first television job for being unfit for on-air work, yet she went on to build a media empire. Elon Musk risked his entire fortune to keep Tesla and SpaceX afloat during their most precarious moments. These individuals did not rely on talent alone. They relied on an unwavering commitment to their goals. In the end, persistence is not just a trait, it is a choice. It is the decision to keep going when the initial excitement fades, when obstacles arise, and when progress seems invisible. It is the understanding that success is a marathon, not a sprint, and that the most rewarding achievements are often the ones that require the most effort. As we navigate our own journeys, we would do well to remember the words of Calvin Coolidge. Nothing in the world can take the place of persistence. Talent will not. Nothing is more common than unsuccessful men with talent. Genius will not. Unrewarded genius is almost a proverb. Education will not. The world is full of educated derelicts. Persistence and determination alone are omnipotent. The next time you face a challenge, ask yourself, will I let temporary setbacks define me? Or will I persist and prove to myself what I am truly capable of? The choice is yours, and the power to keep going lies within you. Talent may catch the eye, but persistence captures the prize.